Hi everyone, I'm Chris Karanis, and welcome to Grunge Gourmet. That's right, today we're at Grocery Outlet Bargain Market, and we're gonna make a short rib ragu with a homemade pappardelle pasta. Let's go shopping. Usually when you make a ragu, you're gonna use tomato paste, but they only have a big can of tomato paste. I don't need all that. I just need like about this much, so I'm gonna use tomato sauce. Onion, get some garlic, we got some carrots, celery, rosemary, and we got flour. Definitely gonna need some Parmesan cheese. Gonna need some short ribs. Got some choice beef short ribs. Let's get 2 of them. Pot of basil. Got some eggs. Beef broth. We're gonna need some red wine for the braise. Going with a cheap bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon. And for our pairing wine to drink the pasta with, we're going with this Chianti Classico. Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Hey, so what? I could sing Culture Club with a Iron Maiden shirt. Who cares? Okay, so here we are in our LA Airbnb. I believe you ordered the bottle of Chianti Classico. Okay. Ho! Smells like Chianti. I like this Chianti. $9.99. Oh yeah, Welch's Lookout. Okay, so we got these short ribs. Here, I'm gonna open them up. USDA choice, so that's pretty good. Now I'm just gonna salt these generously on both sides. And pepper, and now the other side. And pepper. And then we're gonna flour both sides here. We're flouring them so that when we go to sear them off in the pan, they kind of hold their shape. I'm just gonna put these over to the side. So we got 2 stalks of celery, 3 carrots, and 1 onion. I'm gonna cut these down, medium dice, and that's gonna be our mirepoix for this stock, for the braising liquid. And then garlic, we'll smash probably like 4 cloves. Smash that one. And by the way, I know you're thinking, that's not a wine glass, Chris. And haha, you are wrong. Just look in here. See what I have? Now, doesn't this look like a wine glass now? That's what I thought. And now we're gonna get this well-seasoned pot. Now don't judge, okay? I'm very proud of that color. That means it's been used before. Drop in a little bit of olive oil and into the pot. And we're gonna brown those. Just browning them on both sides. And I'm just gonna take these out to over here and let them reserve. Now we got our onions, our mirepoix, right? We're caramelizing the mirepoix. We're getting all those natural sugars out. It's a good time to add some tomato sauce. And now we're gonna add some red wine. And I say we just say go for it and add the whole bottle. Oh yeah, red wine braised short ribs. Smells delicious. Let's get our short ribs, put them back into the pot. Now I'm gonna hit with some beef stock, just to cover it up. And we're gonna drop some rosemary sprigs. All right, so our stock has come to a boil. I'm gonna turn the heat off. And I'm just gonna cover it up with some aluminum foil. Now it's going in. Got our short ribs in the oven at 350 degrees. We're gonna leave them in there for about 3 hours until the meat is fork tender. Okay, so now we're gonna make pappardelle pasta. What I got here are 3 egg yolks and 1 egg. And then I got a cup of flour right here, and I made a well. Just kind of break this up just a little bit. We're not gonna mash it too much. A bit of oil in here, and then I'm also gonna hit it with some salt. This is gonna go right in here. What we're gonna do is just gently kind of like whisk these eggs, incorporating some flour. Every time we whisk, a little flour is gonna come into our egg. We wanna keep our walls intact so that the egg doesn't spill out. So now I'm taking some more flour, incorporating that into there. Egg and flour are coming together. And soon we're just gonna get our fingers in there. So now we're just getting flour into that egg, because we want to knead this for about 5 to 10 minutes. All right. And what we're gonna do is just kind of pound this down a little bit and plastic wrap. And we'll let that sit for about 30 minutes to an hour at room temp. So our dough has been resting for about an hour. We're gonna flour here. I'm just gonna cut this in half. I'm gonna roll it, and then I'm gonna fold it. And fold it this way. And now I'm gonna start rolling it this direction. And so we're just rolling it thin. Got our pasta dough rolled out. And now I'm gonna fold it a couple times. This. I'm gonna take my knife and then make pappardelle size. There we go. And then I'm gonna roll out the other one, do the same thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna lightly flour it, and I'll put some plastic wrap over it, and then it's ready to go when the time is ready. It's been 3 hours. 3 hours. 3 hours is the minimum, but you wanna get it fork tender. So let's check it out. Look at that. Now, I'm barely pushing these tongs into this, and you can see that is beautiful. That's what you want, okay? This is good stuff right here. Okay, so we got our fresh pappardelle pasta. I've already salted the water. It tastes like the ocean, and this is not gonna take long to cook. In the meantime, I'm gonna take some of this basil and chop it up. Just doing a rough chop. Rustic, because rustic means you can be as sloppy as you want, as long as it tastes good. Pasta's been in the water for about 3-4 minutes. It's al dente. Scooping it up. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of sauce right here. Do a little toss, get it nice and coated. We got a bowl here. Finish it off with some sauce. I'm just gonna put a chunk of some short rib. And that looks gold. That looks so good. And then we're gonna hit with some Parmesan cheese and some basil to finish it off. That is a red wine braised short rib ragu house-made pappardelle from the grocery outlet bargain market. All right, so we got some pasta here. Take some of that short rib. That makes me so happy. That is so good. It's delicious. I'm kind of lost for words right now. It's really, really good. Short rib, braised, fork tender. The pappardelle, really nice. There is a big difference in fresh and dry pasta when you make it right. This is perfect. Nice and hearty, thick pasta that goes up against that ragu and that beef. 5-star dish, if I might say so. All right, everybody, we did it. We made a red wine braised short rib ragu with a pappardelle pasta, all from Grocery Outlet Bargain Market. Your turn to try it. Please do. When you do, #Grunge Gourmet. Give us your feedback, take a picture. Until then, cheers.